Welcome back, YouTube. Down here today, trying to do a little bottom fishing. Catch some catfish or whatever might bite today. Anyhow, we could try them out. It's cloudy and it's hot. So I'm just pulling over and pulling up on bonnet beds and fishing down deep. All right. See what we can catch. I don't know where my co-pilot is today. I called. He stayed at my mom's last night, and I called him this morning. And he ain't show up, so I guess that we down here by ourselves today. But anyhow, we go fish. Must be another cat. Got to be a cat. You don't straighten that little hook out. Yeah. I'm up under these trees. Yeah, it's a cat. These brim busters up under these trees, it's hard to do anything with old catfish. I got some rods through out there with catfish baits, but it seems like the catfish is up near the banks wanting these earthworms. Yeah, I hear you. Talk to me. Talk to me there, sweetie. You got it hung in your mouth good. I know that. These little number 4 gold hooks, they'll hang in or something. I got to give them that. Many rods put out there. Ain't got no room hardly to move in here. Oh, we down to a deep grunt there now. The only thing about it, water tide starts going out, it's gonna be running so hard it'll be hard to fish with the brim buster like this. There's one. YouTube. A thunderstorm started getting all around me down here, so I was come up close to the landing here where if I had to take off and go get in the truck, so I'm a lead line a little bit with the brim buster, because I didn't bring the spinners today, because I knew if I brought them spinners I'd be picking them up and be throwing them. So what I got is a 3-ounce piece of egg sinker on here with a buckshot or a piece of lead split shot, and got some red worms on here with it. I'm just dropping it down by these cypress knees and stuff, getting where these roots and stumps is, and just bobbing it up and down off the bottom, seeing what we can pick up this way. Maybe that thunderstorm will go by, I hope. Just had something hit it. Oh, more mouth. I got a thunderstorm on both sides of me. One next Andrews and one next Georgetown. That next Andrews might go around, but that one's coming from next Georgetown. I ain't so sure about it. Sometime when they come way back there, they come across. Old stump down there if I can find a deep spot to get back around it there. Might be some more than smallmouth laying up around it. YouTube, we might have to turn this one into a catch and cook. That thunderstorm yonder is starting to get close. So we can pack up and get out of this river. So that lightning, thunder and lightning starts getting too close to us. We'll cook something up. Well, YouTube, we got out that river just in time. We got down the road about a mile and here come a downpour. But I got home when I was cleaning the fish, and I'm gonna start cooking. So I reckon we'll make this into a cooking show too. But try to make some corn flitters, corn dodgers, hush puppies, or mud puppies, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Been so minutes so long since I've made them. Mom used to make them. I was trying to remember how she did it. But let's put 1 tablespoon of self-rising flour in here. Now I'm gonna add a cup of self-rising cornmeal. I'm not sure if you have to have self-rising or not, but I always use self-rising. And put a touch of salt, just a little salt. And I'd already diced some onions. I'll put these onions in there. Kind of mix this up a little bit already. Get it mixed in. Get the flour and the cornmeal mixed in good together. Alright, now I got to get the milk. Let's add our milk in there. What I want to do is make a paste. Ain't wanting to get too much milk. Just enough milk to make a good paste out of. I'm going to work with this in a minute and I get it mixed right and I'll come back to you. I forgot to put the egg in. So I know that I was forgetting it. Put 1 egg in there. I know that wasn't acting right there to start with when I was trying to get it mixed in. But now we can mix all this in and get us a paste. If I ain't already added too much milk, I'll know in a few minutes. I can be able to look at it and tell. I should have put the egg in there first, but I forgot about it. But it's a little bit soupy. I wanted it a little thicker than that, but it's a little bit runny. But maybe it'll be all right. But we'll know when we go to put it in the pan. But we just wanted it where it would drip off the spoon into the pan. It's a little thinner than I like it, but we'll give it a try if I'm doing it. What are you doing?
Helping Daddy.
Is you stirring up that egg?
Yes, Dad.
I thought I already beat that egg up. Cole ain't the only one watches what I do. Alright, if you want to help me stir these fish up, I'm going to put the fish in there and you stir them in that egg good. YouTube, I beat up 2 eggs. I'm going to just drop the fish in there and just stir them up in that bowl. Then I'll put my seafood mix in this bowl here and mix them back in seafood. But this kid, you're getting the egg in your hair over there, kid. Alright, you got to stir them fish up in there now where that egg will get all over. Here, like this, watch. But I got most of them filleted up boneless, but I ain't want to waste none, so I put the ones with the bones in there too. But it's whole. It just pull right off with the bone. Anyhow, we can mix this up and we'll get it to frying here in a minute. Well, grease is getting hot over there. I'll wash this bowl out and dried it. I'll go ahead and put some seafood mix in here. Try to get these pieces of just the fillets and nuggets. Cook them first. Go ahead and drop them in. Yeah, I wanted to catch some more catfish. I'd had cut bait thrown out with cut eel on it. Then that thunderstorm come up and tide had changed, so I had to get out of there. These here I caught on the brim buster with the worms. And I think old big catfish grabbed that thing and cleaned my clock. Thing left there and got to the end of the line, had that brim buster bent back double. And popped it, and I ain't never turned that fish. It's probably 10, 15 pound catfish probably. But I'm gonna get me a longer rod next year for sticking off there like that next to bank instead of throwing out. Instead of the brim buster, put a reel on it. Because you ain't get a big fish on that brim buster, you ain't got enough line, and he can't pull out drag. So he's big enough, he runs into that brim buster, that's just it. Anyhow, all that grease is getting hot. We'll drop this in a minute. YouTube, the wifey couldn't take it. I got out here and started cooking, and she's come out here and will look like shrimp and liver and look like some type of pork she's got cut up over there. So I don't know what all this here is and what she's gonna make.
I'm going to make some noodles.
No, you just can't take it every time I cook.
Noodles and catfish.
Let's see if this grease is hot enough yet. Let's get a tablespoon at a time. Drop down in here. The wifey told me to do these flitters first instead of the fish. But I've always cooked the fish first. I may have got them mixed too thin. I didn't put the egg in there first. I forgot about the egg. But they're cooking together though. Some of it spread apart. Grace, you got to drop the whole spoonful in there at the timer. It ain't gonna make enough to.
I want a little circle like that. I don't want a
Oh, you want little small ones. Now she's complaining because my corn flitters is getting too big. They're swelling up. She has came out here and took my cooking from me. She can talk about my big corn dodgers if she wants to, but I wanted mine to be bigger like that where I could be just like John Wayne. What ones that I didn't finish eating I could throw up in the air and shoot at. First big ones I put in there is good and done. See the bowl? So they get too brown. Let these here cook a little bit more. Take the rest of these here up. After I got this here mixed up and everything to make them, then the wife tell me that they were some kind already in their mix. That's okay. It ain't the same as homemade corn dodgers or flitters or whichever one you want to call it. Yeah, that was all the flitters. I'm getting ready to drop the catfish in there. What's this you making over here?
Noodles. Chow mein.
Chow mein?
Yo mein.
Yo mein. She can make some yo mein with noodles. I see she got look like carrots and zucchini and onions and pork and shrimp. Oh boy, we cooking now. Get these here catfish in there. I forgot to mention earlier too when I was mixing them flitters, hush puppies. You can add a teaspoon of sugar if you want them kind of sweet. I don't never put no sugar in mine because I don't like a lot of sweet stuff. But some people put a teaspoon of sugar in there to make it sweet. Wifey working on something else over there. I think this first batch of catfish is done here now. Trying to get it done for this. Look like another thundercloud's coming. And that feels good and crispy when I touch them with that spoon. Oh yeah, looks good to me. What's that, the chow mein?
Lo mein.
Lo mein. Well, chow mein, lo mein. Chow mein means rice.
Lo mein means noodles.
Lo mein means noodles.
Lo mein, lo.
But she got the shrimp and all that mixed in there with the noodles. Chow mein. Lo mein. She corrected me again. Hey YouTube, we got everything done here, and the wifey had cooked some lima beans and butter beans mixed together in the kitchen in there while we was cooking. I was cooking, finishing up this stuff outside. Got the corn fritters done. They're good and golden flaky on the outside and crisp on the inside, and good and crisp on the outside. Got our catfish done here, and we fixing to sit down and have a meal. And sorry I didn't get to make a video for my birthday, but I was so busy. We had a good many people here. I was so busy cooking and everything. But anyhow, she made that lo mein there earlier, and I did up these catfish and these corn dodgers, flitters, hush puppies, mud puppies, whatever you want to call them. Got some butter beans and lima beans and rice here. And appreciate you watching. I promise some of you a cooking video. Maybe we'll get to cook more the next time, but this was a spur of the moment. Until next time, we catch you later, YouTube.